What is up, everyone? It's Tricky57 to a chance. Today's October 7th, 2025. We're gonna hop on and do a market watch. I just got back from a trip from Vegas, but I did keep my eye on the market throughout the weekend. So I do have a lot of cards to talk about. I will be posting my little Vegas vlog. I didn't do too much Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but I had to throw in some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in the vlog. We basically just open packs, but if you guys want to see what I do outside of Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys could go check out the vlog once it's up later on this week. But we do have a lot of cards to talk about. As usual, if you don't want to hear me talk about these cards a lot, you guys are welcome to just skip through the video. And if you guys see a card that might catch your attention or you might have, you guys could stop on that and go look for it, maybe somewhere in bulk or something. But without further ado, let's get on to the cards. We have K904 Norei, the new K9 card from Duma Dimensions. Looks like this card took price increase. We did have Crystron K9 win YCS Anaheim over the weekend. They beat what was the deck? They beat Yummy. 23 listings on the market. We have it at $31. This is a card that was sitting around like the $15 price point, but after we saw success at the YCS Anaheim, looks like it has jumped up to the $30 price point. Hopefully you guys copped your Noreis when they were at $15. Next card we have on here is give me 1 second. I think I'm gonna need to search. Yeah, we have so many cards that I think I'm gonna need to do this instead. Let's go to Marshmallow Yummy. Also took a price increase. We only have 18 listings on the market, it looks like, for the Secret Rare Duma Dimensions version. I'm only saying that because it has a Starlight Rare. It only has this one affordable printing. We have it at 25 listings, actually, so there's more listings. I refresh the page. 67, 67, 63, 69, 67, 70, heading up to the $70 price point. And this card was sitting around like $40, $50-ish dollars. But it did see success at YCS Anaheim. It was one of the more represented decks in the room, if I'm not mistaken. It was being played a lot with Mitsurugi, which we'll take a look at right now. But yeah, Yummy is a really good deck. K9 Crystron K9 ended up taking the event, but there's no doubt that Yummy is one of the better decks of the format as well. It could definitely compete. It is one of those decks to watch out for and be prepared for. Radiant Typhoon Crosea from Duma Dimensions. Looks like it took a price increase too. It was sitting at $7, $8-ish dollars, and now we have it jumping up to $15.75, $16, $18 at the bottom of the first page. If anyone knows, actually no, I do know. We had two new support cards announced for the Radiant Typhoon archetype. So that's probably what caused this price increase. Let me know if you guys think we should sell right now that this card basically doubled in price, or should we hold on to it and couldn't go up even higher than this price point. We have Dominant Spiral increasing a little bit. We had it sitting around $15. Now we have it jumping up to $17. Haven't really seen it pop up in the meta too much. But I know decks like, I think, Fire King, since they were all fire-based, could run this. Water decks could run this. Let me know down below what other decks you know that could run Dominant Spiral. Only light or dark decks can't really use it because they're going to be locked out of monster effects for the rest of the duel. But I think it's one of those Spiral cards that I could see definitely pushing up to like the $20, $25 price point in the future. If you disagree, comment down below. Jurek Astero from Battles the Legend. This is one of the new Jurek monsters. Is going lower on listings and up in price. We had this sitting basically at 20 cents, and right now we have it jumping up to like the $5 price point. I think this is because I did see a Fire King Jurok build that was basically using we're going to get to the other Jurok monster in a bit, but was using that monster and this Jurok Astero to basically create an interruption, because if you send this to the graveyard with the Jurok, the little Jurok, the other new one, you're able to basically direct meteor your opponent, which clears the board and provides a form of like interruption, kind of like an Nibiru, but it clears their board. So that's a really good way to interrupt your opponent, and that's why this is going up in price. I think it was top 8 that the Fire King build was in. But yeah, it was under like $1, now at $5. Definitely go check that bulk if you guys purchase Jurek Esteros early. Next up, we got DDD0 Doom Queen Mash It next. This is from Doom of Dimensions also. Looks like this card is starting to increase in price. Was sitting around like $5-ish, now pushing up to like the $9 price point, $10. 28 listings on the market, so something to keep your eye out on. I'm not sure if I saw any DDD builds top at the YCS Anaheim event, but maybe there were some regionals out there that DDD did good in. Mo Charmer for all the reprint from the 2025 Mega Pack. Looks like it is only at 23 listings, and even though it got reprinted and it has so many other printings, it's still above the $20 price point, reaching the $25 price point. So just something to keep your eye on. It is one of the better Mo Charmies we have running around in the format, and pretty much a staple at 3 if you want to compete in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. Mitsurugi Ritual has gone up to a $40 price point, 16 listings on the market. We had this sitting at a low price point at $10. Then when the ban list came in and it didn't hit any Mitsurugi cards, it jumped up to like 20-ish, then kept going up to 30. Now that we see it being splashed into Yummy builds, looks like we have it jumping up to $40. We even have $53 right here at the bottom of the first page. Do you think this is just YCS Hype pushing this card up, or is it one of those cards that's going to stay in the format and is going to continue to increase in price? Let me know down below. This is probably like the new Fiendsmith engine. And we know how long Fiendsmith engine was. The Fiendsmith engine was expensive for. Dogmatica Florida Lease, the Thunderbolt, the Starlight Rare, looks like it's going low on listings. Only 13 listings on the market for this card. We had this sitting around like $60, $50-ish. Now we have it pushing up to $70, $71.51, then hitting the $80 price point, $90 at the bottom of the first page. I'm not sure what deck is going to be using this or what deck is using this at the moment, but it's one of those new cards that is able to set you the trap. Dogmatica Punishment, or there's another trap that's also able to be set by this. Let me know what you guys think about Dogmatica Florida Lease, the Thunderbolt, down in the comments below, and if you think this card will stay up at this price point. Medius the Pure, we talked about on our last Market Watch. I didn't think it was going to go up, but apparently it is. Maybe there's new support coming in our way. 30 listings on the market, was sitting at the $5 price point. Now we have it at $8. $7, $7.64, $8. I haven't seen Medius do too much in the format. Comment down below if you guys seen any Medius action, any Medius builds top. But I think it's just hype. Maybe people are expecting some new support to be announced. I played against the deck. I wasn't too impressed, but that's just me. Iron Thunder. I know I covered this card last week on our Market Watch as well, but I'm gonna just keep looking at it. These are just cards that we have to keep an eye out on because we do have the Secret Rares from Phantom Nightmare at 16 listings. These are now pushing above the $10 price point, going up to $14, $17, and $20. We have the Prismatic Secret Rare at 18 listings. Looks like these are also starting to reach a $10 price point, and I can see them passing that $10 price point maybe by next week even. People are picking these up. Iron Thunder Core Sentry Secret Rare is now at a low of 5 listings, and we have the lowest listing at $40.50. Once that's gone, we go up to $49.47, $60, and then hit the $100 price point. Comment down below what price point you guys think Iron Thunder, the Core Sentry Secret Rare, is gonna hit. We don't have sales above like the $40 price point. Actually, we do. We have $40, $42.99, $40, $37.18. So we have like 2 sales above the $40 price point, but everything after that is under $40. So we'll see what price point this hits. Next up, we have Despy and Lulu While Lilith, which I actually mentioned on our last market watch too, but I just wanted to check up on it, see how it's doing. Maybe it came down in price. Nope, it's still at $17. Still pretty expensive for Despy and Lulu While Lilith. From the 25th anniversary tins, let's take a look at the other one from the what was this that it came in? It was from Cyberstorm Access. Looks like these are above market price, hitting the $20 price point. And now we finally have the Starlights going up. 9 listings. These are $85. I remember I saw these around like $60. I even almost picked one up at a store that wasn't really dedicated to Yu-Gi-Oh! And were offering it to me for $60. But I passed on that. I didn't think it was going to go up to like this price point, but it did. $85.99. 9 listings up in price. And that's because of the new, I believe the new branded support is able to use this somehow. And I think the Dogmatica card, the new one, is able to use it too. Spectral Dragon Ruler of Flickers did not get a reprint. It's from Alliance Inside. Actually, was Alliance Inside this year or last year? It's this year. Okay, so that's why I didn't get a reprint. I'm getting ahead of myself. But it looks like it is going up in price too. $3.50 is what it was at a couple weeks ago. Now we have 27 listings on the market, and we have $9.85, $9.85, $9.87, going up to the $10 price point. Could it be maybe people are trying out a Tenpai build in this format, or are they maybe using Tenpais in Genesis format? Genesis format is also causing some movements in the market. I haven't really dove into Genesis format to know much about it. All I know is that at YCS Anaheim, the best deck, or the deck that took it for Genesis format was Vanquisho K9. Other than that, I'm not really too informed on Genesis format, but there is a lot of decks that could be played in those format, and people are probably trying out Tenpai. Dodo Warrior. So we saw Dodo Argdo Ado Rizio build making it to top cut at the YCS Anaheim. This one we took a look at on our last market watch, said it was a good buy. Now it's basically up in price. $22.76 was what it was at. That's what $22-ish was what we recommended. It was a good buy. Now they basically doubled in price. $44.99, $50, $64, $70 on the first page. How do you guys feel about the Dodo Ogdodo bill? You think the player just got lucky, or you think this is actually one of the good decks or better ways to play Rizio in the current format? Dodo Warrior was sitting around $1, and now we have it jumping up to $5 to $6 on the first page. So yeah, comment down below if you think it's just hype, or is it one of the good ways to play Rizio and this deck is not going anywhere. It's probably going to be here to stay. Let me know. Garden Rose Maiden, the Starlight Rare from Doom of Dimensions. Looks like it is only at 4 listings. We had this card sitting at $54, but now we have it at $120, $140, $160, $200. I actually like the artwork on this card. I don't really say that about too many cards. I'm mostly one of those people that focuses on what the card does and stuff like that. I don't really, pick up cards because they look nice. I know some people like to pick up cards because they look nice and the artwork and all that. I mostly just pay attention to the effect and what it does. For this one though, I really like the artwork, and I don't really say that too much. This card looks like a Ghost Rare Starlight with how the background is, and then this pops out too. I just think it's a really nice card, and maybe that's why people are picking up, just because of the uniqueness of how it looks. Because I haven't really seen Black Rose builds, Black Garden builds top recently. I do have to go and search and see what deck lists have been topping for the regionals this past weekend. But as far as I'm my knowledge, as far as my knowledge on that, I didn't see Black Rose, Black Garden builds do anything. So I'm thinking maybe this bio, just for how the card looks, is just one of those collector pieces people want to have. Next up, we have Artifact Dagda, which we saw being used in the K9 Crystron strategy. We basically have a new artifact monster that locks your opponent out from playing the game. These were selling for like $5-ish. I sold mine for $5 a couple weeks ago. I was playing this I was playing this before in my Memento build to set Lancia and then pop the Lancia using a bow, but now we're using it to bring out a new artifact, and it works. It locks your opponent out. If your opponent could do it, you basically, if you could do it to your opponent, you basically win the game. Now we have it at $12, $14.95, $15, $15, $14.85 on the first page. It only has this one printing, so if you're thinking about playing the artifact lock this format, I could see this continuing to head up in price. I don't think Konami is going to hit this anytime soon. Maybe emergency ban list, but I don't think that's going to happen, and we're going to be stuck with this current format until probably February. That's when I expect the next ban list. So I think you're safe to play the artifact lock for a good couple more months. Ame no Murakumi no Mitsurugi only has one printing. This card is at 20 listings, it says. 25 listings. We had it sitting around like the $4 price point, $6 price point. Now we have it at $11.48, $12.25, $12.50, $11.92, and $12.93 on the first page. I believe this is just a one of in a strategy. That's why it hasn't hit like a high price point, but it is an important piece. And I could actually see it hitting maybe the $20 price point. It doesn't have a reprint schedule for, unless it gets like an ultimate rare in the OTS pack or something like that. But yeah, I could see it maybe going up higher than this $13 price point, especially how Mitsurugi has been dominating the meta recently. How do you guys feel? Puff is a Serpent we took a look at last week. It won a YCS event last weekend. The Odeon Primite build. It has came down in price. It was hitting a high price point of like $17, $20. Now we have 54 listings on the market. It has settled down to the $11 price point, $11, $11.80, $10.55 at the bottom of the first page. So YCS Hype caused card prices to go up, and after the cool down, looks like it's come down. We'll probably be seeing a price cool down for a lot of these cards because we just had a YCS Anaheim as well, and those cards are probably going to be hyped up at the moment, but after a week or two, people are going to forget, and they're going to come back down. So we'll see what cards do that, but in the meantime, let's enjoy these price increase because it tells us that cards are moving on the market. I'll be on the Sanctifier, another reprint from last week's Market Watch. 24 listings for the 25th anniversary 10 version. Looks like these are still at $19, $18. The reason for this was because the OCG leaked the structure deck, and it didn't have this as a reprint in there. Over here in the TCG, I'm not sure if the OCG structure deck is gonna translate over here the same. We might actually get this as a reprint. I can't really confirm that. But that's what I guess players are expecting, that this is not gonna be in there. Let me know if you think I'll be on the Sanctifier Dragon is gonna be in there or not. Rescue Ace Impulse. I know this card has two printings, so let's bring up both printings. Rescue Ace Impulse, I believe, is for Genesis format. We have the 25th anniversary Ultra Rares These were sitting around $1. Now we have them at $8.72, $8.73, going up to the $10 price point. And then the super rares from the Amazing Defender set are at 24 listings. These also used to be around $1, and now we have them jumping up to $8, $8.76, $8.76, $8.94. That's a pretty big price increase for a card that's super rare. It says during your main phase you could choose one. You could choose during your main phase you could choose the one effect monster your opponent controls with the highest attack. Your choice if tied, and neither player can activate that monster's effects on the field this turn. When your opponent activates a effect on the field, quick effect, you tribute this card from your hand or face up on the field. Special summon one machine rescue ace monster from your deck. You can only use each effect of rescue ace impulse once per turn. So I think this is used to bring out Fire Attacker, which Fire Attacker is used to draw you cards, right? If a Rescue Ace monster special, normal special summon to the field set Rescue Ace Firecracker, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a card is added to your opponent's hand, except by drawing, you can draw 2 cards and discard 1. Oh, okay, so that's what it could be used for. I believe it's used like kind of what's that card name? Phantasme. So you bring this, you tribute this, you bring this out, and then this is able to draw you cards and then discard 1. So it kind of resets your hand. That's at least that's the way I think it's being played. Comment down below if you have any more information on these Rescue Ace impulses. But from what I heard, it's for Genesis format. Next up, we have the other Mitsurugi, the super rare. Looks like it's starting to go up in price too. These were sitting at $1. Now we have them reaching the $3 price point. Only one printing for this card. Probably won't get reprinted until maybe next year. Next year's 10s. So these have plenty of time to be played and continue to go up in price. Side Frame Gear Delta, I also saw being teched in the format. We have 14 listings for the rare from High Speed Riders. And it looks like these are now at $10. Then we have the OTS Super Rares at 22 listings. These used to be sitting around $3. Now they're going up to the $7, $8 price point. Next up, we have Platinum Gadget, one of the staples for the K9 Crystron strategy. I finally figured out what it's for. I know we took a look at this last week and I couldn't figure out what it was for, but now I know it's for Crystron K9. Was sitting around like $16-ish. Now we have them pushing up to like the $20 price point, $21, $23.99, $24.50, and then $24.69. New highest price point this card has reached. I remember picking these up for like the $3 price point. I think it's time to sell now. Earthbound Prisoner Stone Sweeper. This one I noticed was low on listings, although I can't figure out why it is up in price. 8 listings on the market. These were sitting at the $3 price point and are now jumping up to $17.97, $18, and then $20 on the first page. If you guys have any information on this, let me know down in the comments below. I don't know everything. I just look at the market and notice these things. I have a little bit of knowledge on why some of the cards are going up, and some of them I'm not afraid to admit I don't, and that's why I hope we get more viewers in here. That way people could comment and inform us, and we could all work together to figure out why these price movements are going on. But yeah, this one is crazy. What was a $3 card? Dark Spirits Mastery. This one's, I know why it's going up. I know Triff was using this to add Lava Golem. So we have the comments from the Speed Duel Battle City. Looks like these are at 15 listings and are basically reaching $1. We have the comments from Legendary Duelist Season 3. 54 listings. Also trying to reach $1 price point, so go check that bulk. And then the Ultra Rares from Immortal Destiny. These are at 20 listings. Looks like they were sitting around a $3 price point and are now at $8, $10.50, $12, $12.48 on the first page. We just got announced a new So we know we have Dark Lord support coming out, but we also got announced a new Forbidden Droplet type card. I'm not sure if this is even able to add it. This is probably not able to add the new Forbidden Droplet card. There is a monster though we're going to take a look at right now. But this one looks like it has been going up, 14 listings on the market. Looks like this card was sitting around like the $7 price point. Now we have it jumping up to $17, $19.89, and $20. Where's that other card? I know it was Dark Lord. Was it a Dark Lord? Dark Lord. There's a Dark Lord card. Was it a Dark Lord card? No, Forbidden card? No, Forbidden. Witch. Something Witch. Vengeful Witch, the Bolster Witch, Condemn Witch. There you go. That's the one. Condemn Witch is the one I wanted to take a look at because this card is able to add you the new Droplet card, which is really good and I'm actually excited for. So this secret rare looks like it was sitting around like the $4 price point and has been going up. 20 listings, $7.45, $7, $9, and $10. It basically adds you a Forbidden Quick Play spell from your deck to your hand. But in the past, we haven't really seen this card be played like that. I know it can add you the card, but even when Droplet was a thing, this card wasn't really being played. So I doubt the new card is gonna cause this card to go into like meta decks. I'm pretty sure this is just a gimmick, and people are gonna buy this thinking it's gonna work, but I don't think it's gonna work and stay in like in top build. But if it works, it works. I could be wrong about that. Let me know down below how you guys feel about Condemn Witch. We have Chaos Angel. Looks like this one is low on listings. We have the Cyberstorm Access version at 20 listings. Looks like it has been going up in price slightly. We have it at $30, then going up to $40, and then going up to $41.99, hitting the $45 price point on the first page. I know this card has other printings, so let's take a look at those printings as well. We just took a look at the Cyberstorm Access printing. Let's take a look at the 25th anniversary 10 versions. Looks like these are going up $30, $31, $31.99 at the bottom of the first page, and it does have an ultimate rare printing. These are at 28 listings. These are currently at $40. If I were you guys, I would probably go after the ultimate rare, since the secret rares, prismatic secret rares, are basically the price of this, and technically this is the highest price point. How do you guys feel about this pickup? Next up, we have Lopdar Shadow of Generator Bosses. I'm pretty sure this is for Genesis format, because generators are pretty good rank 9 deck and are able to make what's that big is it VFD? I think that's what you guys call it. The one that locks you out from your opponent from using monster effects or something like that. 5 listings on the market. We had it sitting at $6, but now we have it jumping up to $25 being the lowest listing, $23.83, and then $32.99. Let me know how you guys feel about generators in Genesis format if you guys are playing that format. Majestic Choroso has been going up in price too. This is another card we're just revisiting and taking a look at. Looks like it's starting to reach the $4 price point. It is from Supreme Darkness, so it missed a reprint. Something you probably want to dig through bulk for and see if you guys have. Maybe offload them while they're up in price. Dimensional Fissure I saw being used as one of the tech options in a featured match at YCS Anaheim. 14 listings on the market for this card. It used to be sitting at like $10-ish. Now we have it pushing up to $18.99, $21.99, $22.41, $24.50, $21.84 at the bottom of the first page. So it's starting to reach past that $20 price point, basically doubling in price. Do you guys think this is going to be one of the good techs that's going to be used this format? In the past, they haven't really used it. It's been at 3 for quite a while now. So maybe it was just that one duel that was featured. that cause people to pay attention to this card. Other than that, maybe it's not going to stick around. Maybe it's, like I said, just hype pushing it up. And then within a week or two, people are going to forget about it. Maybe it didn't work in their builds and sell it off, and price is going to come back down. But let me know how you guys feel about it. Revolution Synchron, I think, might be a good pickup. I believe we have some new Synchron support, junk support or something coming out in a couple, maybe I think it's in a month, in November. And so I think this might be one of those cards that could be important in one of those strategies. It looks like it already started to have like a slight price increase. Was sitting at $4, jumped up to $6 and then $7. Now we have it at $8, $9.91. Only 18 listings on the market, $10, and then that's basically like $11 at the bottom of the first page. That's for the reprint. The original versions from Duelist Nexus looks like they also have started to increase in price. We're sitting at $5, now pushing up to $8, $9, and then $10.99. These quarter century secrets were at 21 listings, and they had a high price point of 43. I guess the lowest they were at was 41. Right now you could get them at 38, 39, 38.50. So it might not be a bad pickup actually. The lowest they were at is 31, so you're not paying too much of a premium on them, and they could continue to go up later on. Because right now they're only like $7 above what the lowest price point for them has been. How do you guys feel about Revolution Synchron? Fighting Flame Swordsman looks like it is at 17 listings and has been increasing a little bit. Was sitting at $10. Now we have it at $14.34, $14.99, $14.69, $16.43, and $22.29. It says add one card from your deck to your hand that mentions Flame Swordsman, except Fighting Flame Sword. And then it says when an attack is declared involving a Fire Warrior monster you control, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. When your opponent activates a card effect that targets Flame Swordsman or a monster that mentions it, you control negate that effect. You can only activate one Fighting Flame Sword per turn. It's a pretty good card, but I don't really see Flame Swordsman doing anything in the meta currently. Could be for Genesis. At this point, I'm not really sure, but it is going up in price. And it is a really good card. It has 3 effects. Pantheism of the Monarchs looks like it's also increasing in price. Was sitting around like $12-ish. Now we have the cheapest listing at $20, $20, $22.99, $24 on the first page. I know we have another Monarch card in here, but Pantheism, I think recently got reprinted. Draco Tail, Arthelion, the Collector Rare, I think might be a good pickup. Was sitting around $17. Right now we have it at a low of $13.88, $13.89, $13.95, $13.99, $14. I might just be biased on this one because my personal favorite rarity is Collector Rare. I like this more than like the Starlights. And sometimes collector rares could go up. I wouldn't I wouldn't doubt this could go up because they do have more support in the future. We just got announced a new Draco Tail fusion monster, a new Canine Exene monster, and a Yummy Trap card. So I could see this card possibly going up in the future. How do you guys feel about this collector rare? Basil Roshu looks like it's going up. This is for the Black Rose strategy. We have comments available for my budget players who just want to test it out. But the super rare from OTS Pack 17, being the highest rarity, is right now at $422, $49, $490, $495. Basically a $5 card. I can't really see what it was selling for, but I know it's like maybe under $1, so it might be in your bulk somewhere. We have the Black Goat's Laugh, the Quarter Century, low on listings, 6 listings. We had it sitting at $112. Now we have $105, $120, $122, $140, and then hitting the $200 price point. How high do you think the Black Goat's Laugh is gonna hit? Only 6 listings on the market, so that's something to keep an eye out for. We have Onomatopyra, the Core Century Secret Rare, at 22 listings currently. It had a high price point of like $10, dropped down to like 4. Right now we have it at 5, 525, 584. So 3 listings under the $7 price point. Then they go up to 7, then quickly go up to 9 and $8. Like I said, there was a Anomano Dodo Gaga Rizio build. I'm not even sure what to call it. That did good at the YCS event, so maybe that's why players are starting to pick this up. Gonna test it out with Rizio. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, I think, might be a good pickup. We have some Dark Magician support in the future coming our way, and it's supposed to be able to turbo out Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. So this one could be one of those cards that potentially goes up and is going to be a staple in the strategy. 40 listings on the market right now. We have it at $33, $35 being the most expensive. So like between 30 and 35, I think it's a good pickup, and could go up to maybe like the $40, $50 price point. I would get it before the new Dark Magician support comes out. Fiendsmith and Gumday, I saw was reaching like I think like $2 price point. 35 listings for the Prismatic Secret Rare from the 2025 Mega Packs, and it is starting to reach like the $1.86, so $2 price point. Only 35 listings on the market. Something to keep your eye out on. You might have thrown it in bulk and might want to go dig that out, because it could possibly increase even more. This one I think is a good pickup too, Evenly Matched. We kind of forgot about it, but it's one of those cards that could break boards, and it could make its way back into format in the future. 45 listings on the market, 25, 26, 27, 88. So we have it under $30, $27, like a $27 card at the moment. I think it's a good pickup and could see some play in the future and then go up to maybe like the $50 price point. DDD Divisor King Deuce Mission X, 31 listing. It is starting to reach the $3 to $4 price point. This is a card you might also have in bulk. Battle of Chaos version was sitting around $1, and then we also have the 25th anniversary Prismatic Secret Rares at 59 listings. These I believe are also sitting around $1, now at $3. So go check that bulk. We have Gold Pride Captain Carry at 24 listings. This is ultra rare from Photon Hypernova. These were sitting around the $2 price point, and for some reason these are going up to like the $4, $6 price point, $7 on the first page. If you guys have any info on Captain Carry, let me know down below. Could it be because of Genesis format? I know Gold Pride. I don't think they use any links. They only go into Exceeds, Synchros, and Fusions, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like they don't have any link. Oh, they do have a link monster right here. But how important is it? It is a link to. How important is it? Maybe it might not be for Genesis format if they need to go into this link monster. Comment down below if you have any info on Captain Carry. Next up, we have Super Rejuvenation, which I heard was for past format, not for past formats, Genesis format. So these Mystic Fighter ones are the ones I wanted to talk about, because these are the ones I had. We have 26 listings on the market. These used to be sitting around like under $1, but have now been increasing to the $3. $3.47, $3.75, even hitting the $4 price point. On the first page, it says during the end phase of this turn, this card was activated. Draw a number of cards equal to the combined number of Dragon Monster you discarded or attributed from your hand or field this turn. So if you guys have any info on how this card is being used, let me know down below. 21 listings on the Lost Art promotion. These are starting to reach the $11, $12 price point, and these were sitting around $3. So these are having a price increase. We have these super rares from Joey's World also going up a little bit. But we do have commons available if you guys just want to test it out. Next up, we had Divine Golden Shadow Dragon Dragluxion. Had a high price point of 32, dropped down to 12, 20, $8, $10. But right now we see it increasing back up. We have it at $14.99, $15.57, $17.16, $18.59, $18.99 on the first page. I believe that this card could be used to search out. Oh, it does. You can add one Galaxy or Tachyon card from your deck to your hand. So you can make a rank 8 in your build. You're basically able to search out 7 Tachyon and probably go into like what, Raizio combos or something like that. Yeah, it just is able to search out that Tachyon card and could bridge you into like different combos. Let me know how you guys feel about Divine Golden Shadow Dragon Dragluxion. If you think it's a good pickup, let's take a look at the affordable version and see if that one has been going up. But this collector rare has jumped up by like $5. We have the ultra rare. Looks like this one hasn't had too much of a price increase. So if you just want access to the card, I would pick these up sooner than later, because these could possibly go up in the future too. It only has this one affordable printing, and then it has a collector rare. But if you want the collector rare, go after the collector. I think $15 is a good price for the card too. 85 listings, under $2. Just to have access to the card, I think it's a good pickup. We have Fire King Island. We took a look at some Fire King cards last week. This one looks like it is getting bought out. We used to be sitting around $5. Now we have it at $20, $20, and then $20 on the first page. Like I said, there was a Fire King build in top 8 at YCS Anaheim, and I'm pretty sure it's one of those decks that can continue to do good and perform in the format. So we're probably going to be seeing some Fire King running around this format. How do you guys feel about Fire King Island? Branded, is this the next one? Yeah, Branded and High Spirits. This card has 2 printings. It has a common from the 2022 10s, and then it has this super rare being the highest rarity. Currently, it is sitting at $2, $2.43, $2.50. Could it see a price increase? Let me know down below with the new branded support that's coming out. If you're a branded player and have seen that support, how important is Branded and High Spirits in that build, and should we be picking it up? Runic Fountain looks like it is seeing a little bit of a buyout. We have 14 listings on the market. We had it sitting at $8. Now we have it pushing up to $11.99, $12.95, $13.99, and $13.59. I did mention that a while back I was playing online, and I saw Runic build using the Mystical Space Typhoon archetype, the Radiant archetype. And it was actually pretty interesting and performed well. I didn't lose to it, but it performed well. And I think some players are catching on to that and want to try it out. Let's take a look at some other Runic cards though. And that's why people are picking up the Runic Fountain. It's the highest rarity, and looks like we have Sleipnir Runic and Runic Tip also going lower on listings. Runic Tip, the collector rare, 14 listings, was sitting around $17 now, $26.91, $40, $50 on the first page. We have Sleipnir Runic Main. This one's currently at $13.40, $15.63, $20, and it was sitting around like the $15 price point. So you still have a couple listings at under $20, and they go up to almost like $20 for this one. But people are picking up these Runic cards, and I believe it's because of the Radiant strategy. Anything else in the Runic department we should take a look at? I think we're good here. Memento Combined Creation. I can never pronounce this card's name. The collector rare looks like it's finally gone above market price. Only 7 listings on the market. $33, $3.49, $34.93. hitting $40 on the bottom of the first page. Do you guys think this card will go above the quarter century secret rare? Let me know down below. Currently, I have the quarter century secret rare. Actually might be going back down to budget rarity, but it looks like the quarter century secret rares are sitting at like 50, 47.99, 45, and then they go up to $50. Do you guys see the collector rare reaching this high of a price point? And do you guys see this one increasing later on? Because this one has more listings than the collector rare, surprisingly. Another Gene Raider card that has been going up is Leviathan Gene Raider Boss of Shadows. Only has this one printing. We had it sitting at $1, but right now we have it going up to, let's say we have a couple listings under $2. Down they go up to $5 quickly, and then $6 on the first page. If you guys open up some Photon Hypernova, this is probably something you have in bulk, because it was 70 cents under $1 before, so go dig through that bulk and see if you guys have it. Probably for Genesis format. Golden Cloud Beast Malong, the ultra rare, is at 36 listings, and it looks by the looks of the graph, it has been increasing. We have it at $1, $1.17, $1.24, $1.28, so it's starting to move up a little bit. Something you want to keep an eye out on, because once more people start buying these with only 36 listings, let's see, do we have a wall here? We have a wall. Mr. Beast deals for cards. Mr. Best deals for cards. I thought Mr. Beast opened up a TCGPlayer store or something. Now we have a wall right here with 92 listings, 42 listings for Olympus CCG. It might take a little bit of time for that wall to break, but it is possible. Only 36 listings on the market. It could start reaching that $2 price point, but I would go and pull these out of bulk and see if you guys hold on to them, and then probably sell them at that $2 price point. Titanic Clad, the Ash Dragon, the secret rare, looks like it is low on listings, 19 listings on the market, and by the looks of the graph, it also started to go up in price, was sitting around like $10. Now we have $11.99 being the lowest listing. Then we quickly go up to $16, $17, $18.55, and then $20 on the first page. Could be because of the new Dogmatica monster. Maybe people are trying to find a way to splash Dogmatica in build. But yeah, it says, where's the card? After this card's fusion summon for the rest of the turn, it is unaffected by the activated effects of other monster special summon from the extra deck. During the end phase of this card center graveyard, because it will center this turn, you can add to your hand or special summon one Fallen Albast or Dogmatic monster from your deck. So not a bad effect, the special summons, or it adds it to the hand. How do you guys feel about Titanic Clad the Ash Dragon? Do you guys see it continuing to go up? Infernal Flame Banshee, I saw people teching to basically add the Nemesis monsters, and then with those Nemesis monsters, they were adding Arch Nemesis Protoss and floodgating their opponent. I think this Quarter Century Secret Rare Banshee is going to go up in price. We had it sitting once at a $46 price point, $50 price point. Right now it is at a low of $21. But you have only 20 listings on the market. And I feel like more people are going to be testing out this Nemesis package with Infernal Flame Banshee and then the Arch Nemesis. And this card could go up in price. $20 I think is a good pickup. I could see it going up to, like right here, we already have it reaching $30 on the first page. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No big walls. Only 8 listings under the $25 price point, and they quickly go up to 30. So I would pick this up if I were you guys. We saw Forbidden Chalice being teched. I believe it was in Triff's build for Yummy. And so it started to go up. We had it sitting at $12. Now we have $12.75, $20, $25.55. So we only have 3 listings under $20. At $20, then they quickly go to $25, $27, and then $30 on the first page. Evil Swarm Exit Tonight, the Quarter Century Secret is at 19 listings. It was down to $17, but recently it started to increase above market price, so it's something you want to keep your eye out on. It's starting to reach the $20 price point once again. Harpy's Featherstorm, definitely a good pickup. I remember this card was reaching a $20 price point. That's when I ended up selling mine. Right now we have 20 listings on the market and they're back down to $687, but it did not get hit on the ban list, so we're able to abuse this card. It's another floodgate that players have had trouble with, and if your deck could run it, and you can make a winged beast monster. Oh, maybe even in you can make it in the Typhoon strategy, not the Typhoon strategy, Mystical Typhoon strategy and Radiant. I could see this card getting bought out within a couple weeks and going up to that $20 price point. So I'm gonna be picking mine up, a playset just in case. I think it is a good buy. Again, I'm not here. I don't know the future of card prices. This is for entertainment purposes. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm only giving you guys my opinion, and if you guys agree, good. If you guys don't, that's good too. Let me know down below if you guys agree or disagree on some of the cards. Again, we're here to educate each other and just learn from one another. Albalentis Abyss Dragon, the Starlight Rare, looks like it's been increasing in price. Was sitting around like, let's see, 58, 63 it was sold at. We have $38 right now, $40, $40, $45, $47.29. So we only have 15 listings on the market, and it's kind of weird because they go up to 40, then we jumped up to 45, and then 50, and then 56, and then quickly to $80. This is one of those branded cards that I don't really see getting a lot of play. It's mostly a side deck card, but it's cool because it's kind of like a super poly. Against Draco Tail, you could probably use it and use their your opponent's Draco Tail monsters as material for playing branded without having to use like super poly or anything like that. Because it says must either be fusion summoned or special summoned by sending the above cards from any monster zones to the graveyard. So it's good against Draco Tail if you're playing branded. Might want to consider picking this up because Draco Tail is going to be one of those decks that's going to be around in the format for a while. I saw Evolzer Lars going low on listings for the Prismatic Secret Rare. We still have a good amount of listings for the Secret Rare from Duelist Nexus. These are sitting around like $3 to $4. It looks like it did have a price increase. Was sitting around $2, but now at $4. But the ones that are low are these right here. 17 listings. These are starting to reach the $5 price point. $5, $4.49, $3.99 plus $1.31. That's basically $5. So something to take a look at. I think Odeon. There was an Odeon build that was able to go into Evolzer Lars in Genesis format. Maybe that's what's causing this card to go up in price. The Core Century Secret Rare looks like it has done nothing but drop down. Was sitting at a $42 price point, and we currently have it under $40. So it's kind of weird to see this one dropping down, but the affordable ones going up. Maybe these will start to increase later on as well. I saw EvoSwarm Ouroboros be teched at YCS. We have affordable rares from Crossover Breakers here. We have premium gold rares here. These are affordable. These secret rares from Hidden Arsenal 7 look like they are at $9.40, $9.25, $10.14, and then $14.99 at the bottom of the first page. Looks like they were sitting around like $10-ish. We still have a couple listings at $10, but then they quickly go up to the $14 price point. Am I looking at the right one? I'm looking at the right Ouroboros, right? This was the Ouroboros. The dual toner version, 25 listings. Looks like this one's at $17.99, $18.99. We have two listings, $13.27 and $12.99, but then they quickly go up to $17 and then $20. How do you guys feel about Evil Swarm Ouroboros? You think it's a good pickup? What does this one do? Once per turn, you can attach one extra material from this card to activate one of these effects. Each effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. Target one card your opponent controls, return the target to the hand. Send one random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Target one card in your opponent's graveyard, banish that target. So it has 3 good effects. I think this is the one that was being played, the Evil Swarm. Let me know how you guys feel about Ouroboros. We got announced. We got rumored, basically, not announced, that we're getting some new Dino support in the future. And so I wanted to take a look at Fossil Dig. It looks like this one is starting to increase in price. Was sitting around like $8-ish, $9-ish. Now we have $10.58, $12.99, $13, $15, and then $20 on the first page. This is the Quarter Century Secret Rare, technically the highest rarity, and it's able to add you any dinosaur monster, and it's not once per turn, so it's pretty important for the dinosaur strategy. Artifact Monir. This is the new artifact monster we're using to floodgate our opponent. The comments from Extreme Force are at 45 listings. I actually have these in bulk, so I'm gonna go take them out and try to offload them while they're hyped up right now. Looks like they're at $2, and then the Mega Pack 2018 versions are also starting to reach a $2 price point. $1.16, $1.70, $1.58, $2.49, 21 listings. So these are, if you guys opened up any of these sets and have a common bulk, go check that bulk, because you guys could be sitting on some good money right there. Crimson Gaia from the structure deck, Crimson King. This is a common. I remember looking at this card and it was sitting around like the $3 price point. Now we have it at a new high price point, only at 7 listings. We have $9, $9.99, and that's like $14. It says during your main phase, you can add a Red Dragon Archfiend or one card that mentions it from your deck or graveyard to your hand, except Crimson Gaia. When your Red Dragon Archfiend declares an attack, you can change all monsters your opponent controls face down defense position. If a monster on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you special summon one Red Dragon Archfiend from your graveyard. You can use each effect of Crimson Gaia once per turn. Someone give me some info. Are we speculating some new Red Dragon Archfiend support or something? Why is this card going up? What deck was this being used in? Is this being used in Genesis? Comment down below, because this is a high price point for this card. This is a common from a structured deck, which I actually have, so I'm gonna go pull it out and offload it. Solemn Scolding looks like it is low on listings. I'm pretty sure people are maybe trying to replace Solemn Judgment, and Solemn Scolding is one of the cards that they're trying to replace it with. It says if this is the only set card in your spell or trap zone, when a monster would be summoned, or when a spell, trap card or monster effect is activated, pay 3 down life point, negate the summon or activation. If you do, destroy that card. So it's kind of like a Solemn Judgment, because it does negate the summon, but it has to be the only set card in your spell and trap zone to be able to use it, right? Was sitting around like $5, now pushing up to $10.70, $11, $13. Then we have $15, $16, $18, heading up to $20. That's for the new Challengers Secret versions. Then we have 2015 Megaton versions. The Secret Rares at 11 listings. These were at $5 as well, and now going up to $15 and $20 on the first page. Go check out Solemn Scolding. How do you guys feel about this being tech? Do you guys feel like Solemn Scolding is a good card, or should we run Iron Thunder instead? Only thing I don't like about it is that it has to be the only set card you control that to be able to use it. Another dinosaur monster that I want to take a look at, Miscellaneous Saurus, not only because of the new dinosaur support that was rumored, but because I saw this card being tech to bring out the other Jurok monster that is able to get you into the Jurok Meteor Interruption. These were sitting around $8. Now we have 18 listings on the market. These are basically heading up to the $15 price point. And let's take a look at the other Jurok Meteor monster. Not Jurok Meteor, Jurok Megalo? It was Megalo. So you banish Mist from the graveyard, you special summon this, and once you special summon this, you don't really have to do anything with it because the effect of Mist will pop it. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send one Jurug monster from your extra deck to your graveyard, except Jurug Megalo. You can only use the effect of Jurug Megalo once per turn. So it will pop itself, and when it pops itself using the effect of Mist, you send Jurug Astero, the new Synchro Jurug, to the graveyard, and then you have 2 Jurugs in the graveyard now. Jurug Astero is able to banish itself, and Jurug Megalo to give you that interruption with Jurug Meteor. It says during your opponent's turn quick effect, you banish 2 Jurug monsters from your graveyard, including this card, special summon 1 Jurug Meteor. Bring your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. So that's how you do that little interruption. I noticed that Elixir of the Black Awakening was low on listings. Only 12 listings for this card. We do have premium gold rares for my budget players. I didn't forget about you guys. Under $1, but this secret rare is up. These were sitting around like $8, and it looks like right now we have them at $13.95, $16.28, $18.60, and $20. Could this be because of Genesis format or something like that? Let's take a look at some other Eldritch cards and see if those are going up. So Eldritch the Golden Lord doesn't look like they're going up. Maybe Golden Land? Let's type in Golden Land. Not too much going on for Golden Land cards either. There was another Elixir card. Elixir. Let's see. Elixir. So we have the Black Awakening. White Destiny. Nope, that wasn't it. Might have been confusing that card, but Elixir of the Black Awakening is definitely one you want to go check out and see if you have, because it is low on listings. Flying Sea, I believe, is for Genesis format. We have commons available if you guys just want to access to the card, but the ultra rare from Judgment of Light looks like it is at 29 listings, and it is a $2, $3, $4, becoming a $5 card. So something to keep an eye out for if you guys maybe have some of these somewhere in bulk, because I think they used to be like $1, under $1. They used to be 50 cents and have increased to basically like the $2, $3, $4, $5 price point. It says when your opponent normal or special summons a monster except during a damage set, you can special summon this card from your hand to the opponent's. Let me pause this for an hour. You can special summon this card from your hand to the opponent's side of the field in face-up defense position. The controller of this card cannot exceed summon. And I think since you can't link summon in Genesis format, you're forced to like either just go into Synchro, Fusion, or Exceed summoning. Or it could be to go play against K9 too. Let me know if Flying Sea is for current format or Genesis format. Let's pause this too for an hour. The Monarchs Erupt, the Ghost from the Past version, looks like they're starting to go lower on listings. 33 listings for it. We do have other versions available for this card, but the highest rarity is the Ultra Rare. We had it sitting at 66 cents. Now they're starting to climb up to the $2 price point. So go dig through that bulk if you guys opened up Ghost from the Past, the first version. We have the Blackluster Soldier I wanted to throw in here because it's only at 13 listings. This card is at $51, $56.98, $68.99, $75, and then go up to, it says $140. This card was sitting around $62, $51, but only has 13 listings. How do you guys feel about this one being a pickup? Yes or no? Flame Lord Lambda is only at 21 listings for a secret version. It looks like it's above market price. We do have commons and rares available if you just want access to the card, but this secret rare is at 21 listings, was sitting around $3-ish. It looks like now at $8.97, $9, $10, and $10 at the bottom of the first page. I did see a lot of players tech like different side frame hand traps, so maybe it could be this card is trending because you could go into it and then still be able to use your side frame hand traps while you control a monster. Because side frame monsters, I believe you can control monsters in order to use your hand traps. But with this on the field, you're able to use your hand traps even if you have monsters on the field. Baby Ceratosaurus, another dinosaur we're going to be throwing in here. 26 listings. We have it at $13.90, $14.50, $14.07, $14.50. I'm bringing this one up because it's one of the main staples that you play 3 of in dinosaur builds, and with the new rumored dinosaur support, I think it could increase in price, but we still have to see what dino support we're getting. Armed Dragon Thunder LV3, the super rare from Blazing Vortex, is starting to jump up a little bit in price. We do have comments if you just want access to the card, but we did get announced a new Armed Dragon. I forgot what it did, but I know we got it announced, a new Armed Dragon. These were sitting under $1 and are starting to reach the $1 price point, so something to pay attention to and just come back and keep an eye out on. It's at $149. I would go dig them out to just have on the side, and then sell them off once they start increasing more in price and going lower on listings. Fire King High Avatar Keyring. This Fire King only has one printing, and it's a staple in Fire King builds. It's a 3 of, in my opinion. I think that's what people play it at. These were sitting under $1, but now we have it jumping up to $3, $3.38, $3.71, and then $4.16 on the first page. Like I said, this is only one. This card only has one printing, so it could possibly go up even higher since it is one of the more important Fire Kings that you use in the strategy. Super Quantum Mech Beast Grand Pulse is a rare from Wing Raiders. This card was sitting around $2, but now we only have 10 listings on the market, and it's starting to increase in price. We have $6, $7.68, $9.99, and then $20 on the first page. We're almost done here, I think. Arch Nemesis Protos, I wanted to take a look at because we did see it being used in YCS Anaheim. We have no big price increases for this card though. 41 listings, we have $6.85. We have $6.99, $7.49, $6.95. So reaching the $8 price point, but I thought it would be even higher because of its floodgate effect. Scrap Recycler, one of the important pieces in the K9 Christian strategy. We have commons available and rares. The highest rated being the super rare. We have 45 listings on the market. Looks like this card is at $5. Had a price point of $3, then $5.34, and now $5. So hasn't seen too much of a price increase either. Soul Resonator. This is the ultra rare from the structured deck Crimson King. Also low on listings, 15 listings for this card, and reaching the $3 price point, $4 price point, $4.54. It might not be bad to go out and pick up Crimson King structured decks. These look like they're at like $17, $18. You might be able to find them like at Target, GameStop or something for less, maybe like $10 or something. And you could basically make your money back if you spend like $10 on them. With these two right here, just these two are worth the price of the structured decks. You could get this for $9, and then this for $2, and then you get to keep the rest of the stuff. How do you guys feel about the Crimson King structured deck? I wouldn't pay $18 for it. I would pay $10 for it, but not $18 for it. And let me know why these are getting bought out, if you guys have any info on that. Node Rise Yield super rare from Crossover Breakers. Looks like it's been increasing in price. Had it sitting at $1.70. Now we have it at, we have a couple listings under $2. Then we go up to $2.40, $2.72, and then we reach the $5 price point. Go check if you guys have some notarized from crossover breakers, and let me know if you guys have any idea why this one is going up. Is it because it only has one printing or something? Oh, it only has a common printing, a rare printing, and then the super is the highest rarity, so maybe that's why. Just because of it, it's the only higher rarity. Frozen Rose we took a look at last week. Now it's even lower on listings. Rose. So we have 5 listings only for the ultra rare from Legendary Duelist Season 2. These are starting to push up to the $248. That's basically like $11 with shipping. This is basically like $7 with shipping, and these are like $6 with shipping. So like the $6 price point. We have 14 listings for the ultra rares from the Sisters of the Rose. These are like $5, $6, $7, and they were sitting around like $2. We also have colored versions, purple ultra rares. We have blue ultra rares, and then green ultra rares. Looks like the blue and green are under $1. And this one's starting to go above market price for the purple version. But if you don't want to spend money on these, you could go after these. And they basically do the same thing. You don't have to. It looks even cooler with the purple ultra rare, the blue ultra right here, and the green lettering right here too. So that's just my opinion. Jizakuro, the Star Destroying Kaiju. Looks like it is going low on listings for the ultra rare from Battles of Legend Chapter 1. We have these other versions that are sitting under $1, but the ultra rare is the highest rarity. And so let's see, what do we have it at? We have it at $212, $217, $360, and then hitting the $5 price point on the first page. If you guys opened up Battles Legend Chapter 1, it might be something you want to go dig for because it is up in price. And I can't really say why it's going up. I mean, I can't really tell why it's going up. Because I don't know. Maybe because it could be used in like Chris Strong K9, because it is a machine. Let me know if you guys have any info on this, but that's what my assumption is, because it's a machine. It's I guess it's a way of removing something from your opponent's side of the field. So eating Overraptor. Oh, especially if you're going against Lunalight. That deck is annoying when they brought their Towers monster. That Kaiju could be used to get rid of it. So eating Overraptor looks like it is low on listings. This one is at 12 listings. These were sitting around like the $13 price point, but now we have $21.98, $21.99, $23.99, $27.49, going up to the $30 price point on the first page. This is one of those dinos that is a staple in every dino strategy because it adds you any other dino. I think it's a starter. For me, it's a starter. And I think with the new dino support, people are speculating that this is going to be important. That's why it's going up. This one isn't going up for some reason, though. And it's one of the better dino boss monsters. Ultimate Conductor Tyrannosaurus Center is actually going down in price. We had it sitting at $19 at a high price point, but now we have it at a low price point of $11, $12.90, $12.91, $12.98, and $12.99. I think this is a good time to pick up Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, since it is at its lowest that it's been at since it has came out. And if the new dino support that is rumored right now, once it releases, if it's good and could boost the dino strategy, I'm pretty sure people are going to go after Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, since it's one of the better dino boss monsters. And last card on today's Market Watch is going to be Diviner of the Herald. So I believe Triff was teching Diviner of the Herald in his Yummy Mitsurugi build. Yummy Mitsurugi Pendulum build. Looks like we have low listings on the Ultra Rare from Battles of Legend. This one's only at 4 listings. We had it sitting at $4, but now we have it pushing up to $11.94, and then $15 on the first page. We have 24 listings on the Secret Rare from Lightning Overdrive. These were sitting around like $5-ish, now at $17, $20, and we have the prismatic secret rares from the 2022 10s. These are 28 listings. These are going up to $12.39, $14.99, $16 on the first page. You do have these ultimate rares that are basically the same price as these right here. I would go after these ultimate rares because it doesn't look like these have too much of movement. They were sitting around like $14-ish. We have $16, $18, $16.80, $20. For maybe like $1 more, you're able to pick up Diviner of Herald Ultimate Rare. And it's a higher rating than these two right here. But that's just my opinion. I just would go after these. The Core Century Seeker is at 17 listings. Looks like it was sitting at 78. So not too much of a price increase on this. We have 79 and going up to 82, 83, 84. So it hasn't moved too much. But the ones that are moving are the budget versions. I would go after this one, like I said. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return Channels. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.